Greetings, Eric Backer, naturopath from New Zealand, author of Candida Crusher. Thanks for checking out this video. I have a question here from a lady called Jill in Sydney, Australia. Eric, where can I get your Candida Crusher supplements that you talk about in your book? Thanks, Jill. I'll answer you that question. It's taken a lot of time to write the book. As I mentioned previously in videos, it took me 3 years to really write Candida Crusher. There's a huge amount of information in the book. It took me a long time to work out the right kind of dietary supplements for people suffering from seriously bad yeast infections. And you'll see different kinds of Candida Crusher supplements mentioned in my book. However, it's no easy task to make dietary supplements. When I say that, I mean to make outstanding dietary supplements. I could get hold of any kind of formula out there and put my own label on it, but I'm not prepared to do that. I prefer to design and manufacture my own products to my own exacting standards. And that takes a lot of time, and it costs a lot of money and a lot of commitment. So the first product that I helped a company develop, because I needed, obviously a lot of money to get started, this product was called CanXida Remove, and you can get that from CanXida.com. Just have a look at the little pop-up box that comes up on the YouTube clip. That's the domain name to go to, CanXida.com. So what you'll be able to get on that website currently is one of the best antifungal supplements currently created for yeast infection. Now, I'm not saying that with a sense of ego at all. I'm saying that because I've compared every single solitary antifungal on the market, everything. I looked at all the products. I've made up a huge spreadsheet. I've pulled all of these products apart, and I created one which I believe is based on a product that's going to yield far superior results than all of these products put together. Now, how can I just make a statement like that? I can make that statement based on a ton of experience, tens of thousands of patients, hundreds of different dietary supplements I've used for over 2 decades on Candida patients. That's how I can make that statement. I'm not just a product pusher. I don't just shove products onto patients. In fact, I couldn't care less if patients bought products I have here in my clinic or not. I just as soon as send to iHerb or anywhere else, any other company like Amazon or something. But the problem is, a lot of people who see me, who take supplements, they come back and say, this crap doesn't work. Or I've been on this bottle for 6 months or 1 year. It's cost me all this money and I've still got the problems. What am I doing wrong? Am I not taking enough? And in many instances, I analysed the patient's lifestyle and diet, and it was correct, but the supplement just wasn't working. So then we'd adjust the dosage and go up, get them to take more. It still wasn't working. And then I started to realize I had to make my own products to get the results that I was looking for in the clinic, and that's why I worked with a company to come up with a formula called CanXida. So the first one's called CanXida Remove, and you can get that from CanXida.com. That's an antifungal. It's a sustained release, contains 11 ingredients, it's very powerful. Should not create die-off if you take it, slowly to start with and generally build up. If you follow my instructions in Candida Crusher, you won't get die-off, because you'll realize that a lot of die-off is in fact making changes too quick. That's why people often feel sick. The second formula, which is going to be released in the very, very distant future, is going to be called CanXida Restore. And that is a probiotic enzyme combination, which I've been working on for some time now, which is a perfect companion with CanXida Remove. So they're a pigeon pair. They go very well together. So soon you'll be able to get that from CanXida.com. And there'll be other products coming up, hopefully later on in the year or in 2016. There'll be very special products created that have never been created before for Candida patients. So I hope that answers your question, Jill. CanXida.com is where you're going to get the CanXida from. Now, while I'm here, have you also completed my online yeast infection quiz? It's the best one in the world. If you go to CandidaCrusher.com, you can fill out the online quiz, which will show you if you're mild, moderate, or severe with your yeast infection. Also talks a bit about supplementation and lifestyle tips on there. So it took a lot of time and commitment to put that quiz together. I think you're going to enjoy it, so check it out. Also, don't forget to go to yeastinfection.org. It's one of the world's best yeast infection websites. Thanks for tuning in today. Appreciate it.